Hello, it's that time of the month, that end of the month Monday, where we have story time at the Sacramento History Museum as part of Museum Mondays. So, I was thinking about stories and how there is this magic in the number 3. Think about your favorite stories that will have 3 riddles to answer or 3 challenges to complete, or like in this story, 3 wishes. And that's the name of the story. It's written or retold by Margot Zemach, one of my favorite authors and illustrators. She and her husband, Harv and Margot Zemach, wrote all kinds of wonderful stories. And this is one. It's called The 3 Wishes. And it begins a long, long time ago when a husband and a wife worked together as woodcutters. They lived at the edge of a very great forest, and that was what they did. Day in and day out, they would cut wood. So every morning when they would go out into the forest and they would find fallen trees and branches, they would cut them into logs. And then at night, they would load all of that wood onto their backs and carry it home. And no matter how long or how hard they worked, they often went hungry. Well, one day, they were out in the forest and they were chopping branches into logs when they heard a faint cry coming from a fallen tree, an old tree that had fallen nearby. "Help! Help me! Someone, please! Please help me!" Well, they ran to where they knew the tree was, and they heard the sound, and they saw a small imp lying on his back, kicking his feet, yelling, "Help me! Help me! Please help me!" "Oh, we'll gladly help you." You see, the imp had fallen, and a tree had fallen on his tail. He was stuck there with a tree fallen on his tail. So they pushed and they pushed the tree off of the imp, where he jumped straight up into the air, twirled his tail happily and thankfully, and he said, "Oh, 1,000 thanks to you, 1,000 thanks. I've been lying here in misery on the ground, and when this tree fell on my tail and I couldn't get up. Thank you. So, to reward you for your kindness, I will give you 3 wishes. But there are only 3, so wish wisely, my friends, wish wisely." And poof, he jumped into the air and disappeared. Well, the husband and wife could not believe their good fortune. 3 wishes to wish for whatever they wanted. Oh, all day long, all they could think was the wishes. The wife thought to herself, she thought, we could wish for fine new clothes instead of these rags we always wear, and maybe we could wish for a grand house with flower gardens and fruit trees. Oh, that would be wonderful. And her load was lightened by the thought. And then at night, when the husband was trudging home carrying the pack of wood on his back, he thought, we could wish for a donkey to carry this wood. That's so. Or maybe a horse and cart to ride in ourselves. That's so. And his load, too, seemed lighter as he came home. When they finally arrived home, they sat down before the fire to discuss the 3 wishes. "Husband, I was thinking that maybe we could wish for some fine new clothes and maybe a house, a grand house with gardens of flowers and vegetables and fruit trees." "Well, wife, yes, that's so. I was thinking that we could wish for a donkey to carry the wood for us, Or I thought maybe a horse and cart for us to ride in ourselves." "Oh, yes. Why, we could wish for a chest full of jewels. Wouldn't that be fine? Or a mountain of gold coins, Or, husband, we could wish never to go hungry again." "Oh, that's so. In fact, I wish there was a pan of sausages on the fire for our supper." And quick as a wink. No sooner said than done. Then a pan of sausages appeared on the fire. Husband! What have you done? You have wasted a wish. Oh, you fool! Oh, how I wish those sausages were hanging from your nose. Quick as a wink, no sooner said than done. Then the sausages leaped from the pan and attached themselves to the poor man's nose. Oh, what have you done? Look at me, look at my nose. Who's the fool now? Oh, my goodness, the two of them tried to pull the sausages off, and they tried to twist them off, and the wife, she even suggested maybe chopping them off, and the husband said, absolutely not. But no matter how much they pulled and they tugged and they twisted and they turned, they still couldn't get the sausages off the man's nose. Finally, exhausted, they sat down before the fire, each one of them thinking of their last wish. Would it be a fine house and fine clothes, or a donkey to carry wood, or a horse and cart, or a mountain of gold coins, or a chest full of jewels? Any one of those wishes could still be theirs. But what would be the good of it if the poor man had to live the rest of his life with sausages hanging from his nose? Well, they knew what they had to do. So holding hands together, they closed their eyes and wished the sausages off. No sooner said than done. Quick as a wink, the sausages were off the man's nose, back into the pan, sizzling and smoking on the fire, smelling delicious. So they sat themselves down to a very fine meal. And the wife said to her husband, she said, you know, husband, we've not done too badly, have we? Well, wife, that's so. That's so. And that's the story of the three wishes. Thank you so much for joining us once again. We'll try it again next month at the end of the month on Mondays. We'll try another story for you.